So I was just watching a video, not video, but a snippet from Elliot Hulse's Instagram channel where he was talking about don't be a mama's boy. Don't be a mama's boy. Okay, number one, I don't like it when people tell other people what to do, but I know where he's coming from in this video. He's basically saying that, look, as a man, you're still gonna feel sad. Okay, it happens to everyone, man. You're gonna feel sad. You're gonna feel depressed. You're gonna feel anxious. It's gonna happen to you. Okay, if you think it's not gonna happen to you, you're fucking delusional. It will happen to you at some point in your life because life is not one happy merry-go-round linear progression as we'd like to see when it comes to bodybuilding gains. It is not a linear progression into success and glory, right? You follow the fucking hand, follow the hand, yeah. But there's dips. There's dips. It falls. It fucking falls, man. You fall. Okay, everyone falls. It happens to everyone. But as a man, what Elliot Hulse says is the way you relate to these emotions, these feelings, these sensations that happen in the body, you will, as a man, will relate to it differently as a woman will. A woman will go with these. She'll go with the flows of nature, and she will, depressed, sad, happy, anxious, neurotic, whatever. She'll go with it. She'll really embrace it, and it will be her reality. As a man, though, we don't like doing that, do we? We kind of, when we start to feel a bit sad, we're like, what is this sadness? We don't like it. We don't want to throw ourselves into it. We don't want to accept it even. We just want to kind of repress it away and say it doesn't exist. The real thing is, the reason we do that is because we don't want it to unground us. We don't want it to take us over. We don't want to lose our stability. But what happens when we repress it, dude? What happens when you repress things that you don't like? They become a part of your subconscious, and then they are puppeting you like you're the little fucking puppet master. Well, you're not the puppet master. You are the puppet. The puppet master is these negative things that you've repressed. And what's going to happen is these things are then going to control you from the subconscious, and you're going to see them come in your reality from different angles. They, let's say you're masking depression, you're hiding depression, you don't want to feel depressed, you don't want to accept it. Well, you're going to see depression in other areas in your life. It's going to creep in the back door, and it's going to kind of jump scare you a little bit. You're going to have depressing thoughts infecting everything around you, and it's going to be like a parasite. So what do? Okay, you don't want to get ungrounded. You don't want this to, this emotion or this feeling to, sweep you off your feet like Prince Charming. Although it's not Prince Charming, it's more like Prince Dickhead, right? If it's depression or anxiety, you don't want it to be there anymore. So what do you do when it attacks? What do you do when it attacks? What do you do when the monster, the demon, tries to attack you and take away your sanity? The neurotic, anxious thoughts, or the depressive thoughts, or whatever. Number one, you do what Eckhart Tolle says, which is watch, or Osho says watch, just observe, awareness. The real thing is we become identified with these sensations and these emotions and thoughts, and we think that it's us. We think that the depression is me. You think that the anxiety is me. You think what the anxious thoughts are saying is you. So you become identified with it, and it affects you more, and it takes you off your balance. You become unbalanced. You become neurotic and crazy and mad, right? And we're all pretty fucking mad. We're kind of hiding under a facade. Madness is just behind that door, and it literally takes only a push before you fall into insanity. But that's good that we know this, because now we know that the madness is there and the madness is within, but there's something we can do with it. Observe. Watch. You are the ever-present witness to these thoughts and feelings, because one day you were feeling sad and depressed, the next. What changed? The emotion changed, the thought changed, the pattern changed, but you, the witness, is still there. You're still present. You're still alive, right? You're still seeing that shit. So Eckhart Tolle, Osho, even Mr. Elliot Hulse will tell you, just observe, watch, just watch these movements of thoughts, the patterns, the comings and the goings of the seasons. And just watch and observe and be the ever-present awareness. Now, I can understand that, especially when you get taken over with a bout of anxiety or neurosis or depression. It can be hard to watch and not be identified, because there's such a sunken feeling in the body. The body gets identified with it, and it thinks that this is me. I am the depression, I am the anxiety, I am this or whatever, right? So it's hard to disidentify from it. So what Osho and Elliot Hulse recommend is bioenergetics, or Osho's dynamic meditation, which is essentially using the body in various forms of physical exercise to release the tension, release the energy in a cathartic measure or a measurement of movement. And then you do a stillness practice, you do a meditation after you do this movement, this physical movement, so that you can be the ever-present watcher whilst the mind is already occupied with the recuperation of the body because it's tired. The dickhead's tired and he doesn't want to think anymore. It just wants to focus on relaxation. And now you can be the ever-present witness, and you can. The point of this isn't to do this every single day for the rest of your life until you die. The point is so you can witness and watch what the mind is like when it's still. That's all it is. It's a tool, it's a means to an end, as all of these things are. They are tools and means to an end pointing to the same thing which everyone's trying to tell you, which is you're okay. You're okay, dude. You're fine. You're fine. Whatever you're okay, man. Like there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in your life. Even though things may seem like they're wrong, certain situations may not be going the way you think they are. You might not have the job or the girl that you want. You may not have the shape that you want. You may not have the car or whatever. You may not be where you want in life, whatever. It doesn't matter because you're actually fine. You're perfectly okay, dude. You're alive. You're breathing. You're healthy. You're good. But you don't know this. You don't know it because your mind's chattering away and telling you other things. So the point of these exercises is to see what your natural nature is like. If that makes sense. Your natural nature, your original essence, what that is like without the bullshit that's going on in the mind. Okay. So I want you to try this out. I want you to try being the ever-present watcher, and I also want you to, when it gets physical, when you feel the emotion in the body, the sensations in the body, and it's taking you over, I want you to do some sort of cathartic practice. Do some lunges, do some burpees, do some jumping jacks, go crazy, shout loud, do whatever the fuck you want to just get the energy out. And then do a stillness practice afterwards so that you can watch the mind in its natural state of peace. Okay, hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.